Hey, how you guys doing? So, I wanted to talk about the latest MV from Aqours. This one is Eikyuu Hours. And I used to cover a bunch of MVs, but this is a little bit different. This one hits a little bit more at home, and I don't know, I'm a little more emotionally involved in this one. Of course, this is going to be the theme song for the final life for Aqours. This doesn't mean Aqours is dead and they're shutting down and the group and they're all disbanding. Not quite that. But it's going to be the song that they're going to use for the final Aqours themed live. So any lives that is strictly just Aqours, this is going to be the last iteration of that. They could definitely be performing lives in the future. We can even have songs from all of Aqours, but it's kind of the start of the end for what we know as Aqours. They will probably still make songs here and there, and I'll definitely look forward to that. But, this is kind of almost the beginning of the end. The last chapter, if you will. And this might be the last MV we have for them. Who knows? I hope not. But let's go and talk more about this MV. So first, I'm going to just give you a preview of the song so you guys can listen to it and just get a preview of a segment of the song. But I'm going to go and do a deeper dive, because I want to. And then we'll be able to talk about why I feel like this MV is so nice and so special. So let's go get a preview of the song first. So that was the song Eikyuu Hours, which translates to Eternal Hours. And of course, we can think about the actual name of the song is that, Aqours for forever. And this is kind of like the end for them. But let's talk about some other things that might not be as obvious. So why the name Eikyuu Hours? Well, if you go back all the way to season 1, remember when Chika tried to say Aqours? Well, the first thing she said was Eikyuu Hours, when of course you're trying to say Aqours. So this was of course a callback to that. But also, if you look at the symbol where you see right above hours is Eikyuu, notice how the Q part looks like a 9. Q literally is 9. So we have 9 members. This is Aqours 9th anniversary. You starting to piece this together why they picked this name. There's a lot of cool things that's going on with this. But enough of that discussion. How about the actual song and MV for itself? So first, I just want to talk about the song, get out of the way. I like the song. I genuinely do. I think it's a pretty nice song. It's got a little upbeat and bright kind of energy to it, and it kind of makes you feel happy. And for a song like this, it's kind of nostalgic, and that's what it accomplishes. And I enjoy listening to it. Definitely going to be towards more of the top of my list for this year, but you'll get to see soon enough where I will rank it. I don't know yet, personally, but I think this is a pretty nice song overall. But the part I want to discuss more is the MV, and I really find this MV really special. So we get to start, this is going to be MV of the actual seiyus, and right off the bat, you're going to notice they're in Numazu, and we get to start with one of the first scenes we get to see is Chika's coming out of this place, which of course looks very similar to her house. So this is the real life location, and like Tochimanen, I think, I'm trying to remember off my head, but I actually went to this place in real life, and it's really cool to see the girls actually visiting what got them inspired to make this anime and all the locations in there. And yes, I did see evidence of Chika and Riko and Shitake as well in there. So you get to see that this place has molded themselves into fans of Love Live Sunshine, because guess what? It does bring people in there. And I thought, oh wow, that's cool. Are they going to show more of this? And yes, we get to more scenes like this, where you get to see the girls quickly go to a bunch of places. So I'm going to go into detail each one. This one, I was like, I don't remember this place at all. And I was thinking, well, this must be just some random shop, right? Well, I did some digging, because once I saw this little scene, I'm like, okay, I got a bigger picture of it. So I'm like, did I actually see this when I went to Numazu? Oh, you bet I did. Actually, I only took this on a whim because I just saw, hey, there's a picture of Love Live stuff here. And so I just took a picture of this stuff because they had a banner for that Love Live stuff. And I was like, this is just some random shop. So I only went by this, not intentionally. I wanted to go get to another location where I get to see where Chica's Inn was and such, and the area where all the other stuff is by the Aoshio Island. It was really far away, and basically the walk was a little faster than the bus, since they're like every half hour. So I walked by, and where I'm walking along the road, and there's the sea to the right of me, and then this is just one of the buildings I walked by. And so I had to take a picture, but I'm just like, I don't know what this is. It's just some random building that have live stuff on it. But here I am. Oh my god, my mind was blown when I actually saw it. I was like, oh, wait, I actually know this place. I walked by it, so I thought it was really cool. So that's the place where we had Deciphering going next to. So I'm assuming that's some scene in the anime. I don't remember specifically where, but I thought it was really cool to see. So I'm sure you heard me mention the fact that I actually went to Japan. So if you wanted to see more about me and my visit to Japan, I'll give you a link in the description. I made a whole video about my trip to Japan. Numazu is the biggest section of the video, but I did go to a bunch of other locations that, you know, have muse and such as well. It's like a little over an hour long. Click the link in the description if you're interested. Anyways, back to the MV. For Mari, there's only really one place you would go. It's her house, but that course actually is a real life hotel. And it's a more upscale hotel, probably more like around the 4-star range. I went and took a sneak peek. I didn't stay because it was a little pricey, especially because you're kind of an island with not a whole lot of stuff there beyond all the Love Live Sunshine stuff. But yeah, you get to see in the inside. It's kind of nice. So we get to see Mari chilling in her house, and I think there's a Mari statue in there. I can't remember, but yes, of course that's the place you go. For Kanan Seiyu, there's only one place she would go as well, and of course that's where she does all her. She had her diving house. This is what it looks like in real life. You get to see she left her diving suit there. Inside, it's got a bunch of amphibians and such in there. And of course, on the outside, that's where they will have penguins. So that's what you got to see in the video. But yes, there are penguins there. You get to see a bunch of them by there. So I said hi to a bunch of the penguins right next to the building. And that was pretty funny, cute. And there's this one penguin who was swimming in the wall nonstop. It's way longer than this video. It was doing this for a good amount of minutes. But yeah, so this is definitely one of the areas there. So of course that's where we got to see Kana and interact with the penguins. And then next Seiyu, I don't know where she is. This is Yohane Seiyu, beats me. Hanamaru Seiyu, I don't know either. It's a bakery. She likes bread. We get to see there's a Hanamaru plushie all on the left, and you know she likes bread. I don't know what this is. It's one of them. I could probably figure out if I really wanted to. And then I also actually don't really know where Ruby is either. We get to see she's clapping with a woman somewhere along the road. I'm not sure. Probably further down than I went. And we get to see Chika. She was actually seemingly interacting with potential one of the owners or workers at the end. I thought that's really cool to see that she was interacting with them. And then we get to see Seiyu. She's in the Izu's Paradise. Izumizo, I try to remember the name. I actually didn't get to go to this one because it basically closed right when I got there, so unfortunate timing. Maybe if I was a little faster trying to get to this area. I got to take a bunch of pictures of the outside. They have stands there. There was a bus stop right in front of it, so it would have been cool to go there and see dolphins, but unfortunately it was closed, so I was a little sad and got rejected. But I got to go ride a Love Live Sunshine bus. Yay. Next time I go to Japan, or at least Numazu, I definitely gotta make sure this is one of my priorities because I'm a little sad I didn't go. For Riko Seiyu, I have no clue. She's in one of the shops, I guess, and she gets to put on the traditional Japanese outfit. And then we get to see all the girls from Aqours outside this building. And for a while I was thinking, what could this be? Because it kind of looked like a school to me. And then I realized, oh, okay, maybe that is a school. So we get to see a bunch of the girls interacting with a bunch of students, maybe just the band section, and I thought this was really cool. Because the girls are outside the real life Numazu high school. I think it's technically a middle school here. And then Chika does a very emotional solo part for the song, which I thought was really nice. So in the end, I thought this was a really cool MV. We get to see the Seiyus go back to where everything started, where we get to see them interact with all the people of Numazu, and as well as the students of Unonohoshi. And honestly, this is what I really like about Aqours. And the MV itself ends on this little shot here of Numazu Station. So you can see when you go there in Numazu, it's plastered with Aqours all over the place. And you get to see that the girls are hyping their final project. The thing that I really like most about Aqours is that it's done something that the other Love Live groups haven't done and probably won't do. Is that they took a location in the Shizuoka prefecture in a relatively more remote area of Japan and brought life to it. And that's definitely one of the biggest problems with Japan, is that they're experiencing a crisis of where everybody's moving to the big city of Tokyo and such, and everyone's moving out of the bunch more rural areas, especially like Numazu. So the area is quickly losing population as all the youth are leaving, and they're trying to, many of those places had to figure out some kind of reason to get people to come back, stay, at least get some tourism, get people to visit that area. And oftentimes they had to resort to some kind of gimmicks. And for them, it's Aqours. It's Love Live Sunshine. It's kind of hard to explain in words of how much of an impact it has. It's kind of something you have to see in person. I did do my video, so hopefully that gives you a better view of what. So I recommend if you really want to see, because that area is plastered with stuff for Love Live Sunshine. The buses are everywhere. You can see posters everywhere, and especially when you go to the area that's more central, Numazu, you got to go to Numazu Station. You got to go down, take a bus for like half an hour or something to get to that area. But you get to see how much of an impact these girls have, and you get to see that through the MV. And one of the cool things about the MV is you get to see these girls with a bunch of the people of Numazu, and you get to see the impacts they've done on those places. Heck, it brought me, a guy in America, to go to Japan to visit an area that I would have even thought about going until this silly little anime has made me go. And when I went to Numazu, a bunch of other people there, which were all Japanese by the way, no other foreigners, they all went there for Love Live Sunshine. That is the reason to go. And yes, it is a gimmick, but it is the one gimmick that really works for them. And there's a lot of things you can go out there, and it just was really cool to have. Can you name a whole lot of anime that has done that? Anime don't really generally have that level of impact on a real life place. Of course, if you're going to pick some place like Tokyo, let's be honest, it's not going to be that big of an impact. For Muse, that's where they were. And for Nijigaku, they're in Odaiba. But the impact there isn't that big from what I've seen when I went there. But Numazu, Aqours means everything to them. You can see like interviews with, say, the principal of the school of the real life Uno no Hoshi. They've done like actual things with Aqours. So like this is just the whole culmination of this video shows just how big the impact it has on Numazu and how important that Aqours is to it. And who knows how this is going to continue to go into the future. But this is just what I thought was really cool about it. And it's a great MV, it's a nice song, but it just really shows how important this group has come to real life people in an area that's struggling, and this has given them a bit of life for it. And I would recommend visiting Numazu if you get the opportunity to go to Japan. This is definitely a really cool thing to have. I enjoyed my time the most. That was definitely my favorite spot that I visited in Japan in general. It is a nice place to visit. Yeah, I don't know. Like, part of me has always thought maybe I could make a video about how important Aqours is to Numazu. I don't know if I will. I'm kind of lazy, but that's kind of what I want to drive from this video. But anyways, let me know what you guys think about this MV and the song and the comments below. I'm curious to see about your thoughts. Have any of you visited Numazu? I'm curious to see has Aqours been the reason why you visit? I'm assuming that's the case, but maybe that's not the reason why you visited. But I'm curious to see if you guys truly got to experience the impact that Aqours has had on a real life place. And it is very, very noticeable. You cannot miss how much of an impact they have on it. It is quite immense. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you guys in another video soon.